Hi, hello, welcome to Devon Monk's Works and Worlds. We are on Monday Monk 8. That's 2 months of Monday Monks, which is amazing. I thought at best I'd get through 2 weeks or maybe 4 weeks and then everything would fall apart. But I'm happy to say that I am thoroughly enjoying doing this. And even though sometimes I have to fit it into little pieces of time that I have, I love spending a little time on Monday or whenever you find this video with you. So thank you for tuning in. If you want to, I know I say this in some of the other videos, please hit the like button, the little thumbs up, or you can subscribe. It helps the channel grow so other people can find it. And please ask me questions or give me suggestions of things that you'd like to see on this channel. I'm going to branch out and do various things, and I would like to know if you like what I'm doing or if it's not your favorite thing. And then hopefully we'll just have some fun together. Spend a quick 15 minutes checking in and having some time to hang out. So, okay, usually I start off talking about writing, but that's not what I'm going to do this time. I am going to start this video talking about knitting. And as I said in the last video, if you watched it, I've been having a really hard time with my last two projects. And one of them I still haven't started. This is the one for my newsletter. And we are on the last week of March. So if I'm going to get this done, and I think I am, I literally have to start knitting this tonight, which I will. But this is the project that I've been working on that has been challenging. And I'll give you a little background. Both of my sons play video games and always have. And every once in a while, it's very rare, but every once in a while, one of them will ask me to make a character from the video game that is a more obscure character and doesn't really have a lot of merchandise out for that character yet. I can tell you, I think it's happened like 2 or 3 times in all of their lives that they've asked me to, hey, could you knit me one of these? And whenever they do, I love it because I'm like, yes, I would love to knit something like that. And I get them as close as I can to the character, but I'm usually working off of something like a pixelated video game picture. It's very rarely a 3D kind of video game. It's usually some random obscure video game with a little pixelated character like Baba from Baba Is You, which if you've ever looked at Baba, maybe I'll put a little picture of it here. That's it. That's the pixelated picture that I received like to knit off of, and then I knit a Baba, and here's a picture of the Baba that I knit. Okay, so the most recent request is actually a birthday request, and it is for one of my sons, and he asked me if I would make the lonely wizard from the video game Inscription. I have not played that game. I don't know the character, but he sent me a few pictures, and I did some online research. So you ready? This is the lonely wizard from Inscription. Whatever that video game is called. I've played it. Okay, ready? Here we go. Bring him up to the camera. That's okay, somewhere, right? And here he is. He is a wizard. I don't know all of his backstory because, like I said, I don't play the game. But he apparently has been it's been locked away or something without any sensation for many years. Let's go back a little bit so you can see him better. And so when he gets out of that box, he suddenly has all these sensations. And he's kind of crazed with the idea of dancing and all the things that he can feel. And what's fun about this knit, it's kind of hard to see him with this dark background. Let me put him right in front of me. What's fun with this knit is that for the first time ever in my knitting history, I managed to make pipe cleaners work. That sounds like such a dumb success story. But pipe cleaners are really hard to put in knitting, whether you put it in before you knit a project or after you knit a project, because they're metal, they have those sharp ends you have to do something with, they're fuzzy so they catch on the yarn. But he actually worked. I got pipe cleaners in his arms so that he can, let's see, get him against the background here, Devon, so that his arms can bend and you can pose him and he can dance, because that's what that character does. He dances. So I am going to be giving this to my son on his birthday. Hopefully he will enjoy it. And Yeah, then I will get on to knitting the next. Look at those eyes. Look at those crazed eyes. Crazed eyes. I was informed that the eyes were the big thing. He had to have crazy eyes. Let's see. Let's get him right up to the camera. Pretty crazed. Ooh. So here he is, the Lonely Wizard from Inscription. What in the name of the game is? I will have to ask again. I knew it, but I have forgotten. So now, how is writing going? Writing's going pretty well, thank you. In that I got this, probably shouldn't admit this on camera, but I got about halfway through the book, and then I realized I wasn't quite sure how all the sequence of events should work out toward the end. Now, this happens to me all the time. Am I a plotter? Yes. I work out what I want to have happen in the book. Sometimes I'll do it in more detail than other times. And this time I had the basic structure. I know things that have to happen in this book, and a lot of them are very exciting, and I'm going to have a lot of fun writing them. But I got to this sort of halfway point and realized that if I were to write this book quicker, if I were trying to get this done on time because I have a deadline because my copy editor is going to be unavailable, which I have a deadline because my copy editor is going to be unavailable, I have to know what's going to happen, because when I know the next scenes that are coming up, I can just roll through and write a lot quicker. When I'm figuring it out as I go, I write a lot slower. So right now we need to be writing quicker rather than slower. As far as if the quality of the work is any different between when I write fast and when I write slow, it is not, which just blows my mind, because I would think that when I'm being slow and careful and figuring things out, that I would be working at a higher quality of words. But whether I'm writing slowly or quickly, I write first draft at about the same style and quality of words, which is to say, when I go back to do copy edits and revisions and all that, I have about the same amount of work if I'm writing faster, if I'm writing slow, to fix it up, to make it clean for readers. And my beta reader, who has been with me for a billion years, she tells me that my first draft quality has gone up quite a lot over the years of writing. So when I was first drafting, I was first drafting at a much rougher kind of level, which is fine. That's how you learn. You learn by doing. And it took a lot more to revise, or to make it better or readable, or what I would want to share with someone. And then if I were to write more slowly when I first began, I probably wrote cleaner, because I was sort of putting in those revisionary techniques as I was going. Now I've internalized those initial revisionary techniques. So when I write faster, I write at kind of already a revision level, or a high first draft level. That's kind of all technical stuff, to say that in my path in writing, I have definitely seen that my first drafting has gotten better the more I write, and that I will always want to go over it at least one or two more times to make sure that it's clean and looks fantastic for readers. Everybody has their own process. My process isn't what other writers do. Some writers do that just like me. Other writers only ever do one draft. Other writers will do multiple passes, maybe 10 or 12 or 14. I'm draft, revise, copy edit, proof, out the door. And every once in a while, I'll put an extra step in there, but that's pretty much how it goes for me. So anyway, that's kind of a long way around to say that writing is going well. I was going a little too slowly in getting my words done. I talked about racing Robbie, who's around here somewhere. I think he's still here. Racing my partner Robbie here, who's writing his Hollywood memoir, to see if I could write more words than him. I did not do that. He stayed up here by the filming station, typical Robbie, up here by the cameras, chewing scenery. So I didn't really get that many words written this last week, which was concerning because I have a deadline. So I am definitely going to put the pedal to the metal and take Robbie downstairs into the writing room so that he can actually get some work done. I can get some work done, and really try to blow through a lot of words in this next week. So writing is going well. It's just going too slowly. Song of my life. We already talked about knitting, so I'm not going to get into that. And then the last part, we have just a few more minutes. I can pull a question from the box. I think I'll do that, and then I'm going to pull one inspirational card from a deck that I really like. that I hope you will enjoy. It's just fun, and I hope it'll brighten your day. So let's pull something first. Oh, look at me get right up to the camera on the first try. Oh, it's like a professional. Okay, what did we get? Oh, heck yeah. Okay. I have pulled so many things for ordinary magic. This is not for ordinary magic. This is Cup of Normal. Would you notice I didn't write a cup of normal. I just wrote cup of normal. And that's because in my mind, it's cup of normal. So a cup of normal is my short story collection. I came into writing. I didn't start out in novels. I wanted to write novels, but I was told that to learn how to write novels, you should write short fiction first, which it's not really the best advice. They're two different kinds of writing styles and functions, but it gave me a lot of time to practice how you create story, how you understand the size of story and the length of words that you're writing, and how to fit story in smaller spaces, and how to really, really tighten those sentences down so that every word is doing 3 duties. Well, I should laugh at that word. Is doing three things, 3 responsibilities. So yeah, writing short fiction really taught me a lot. And I have collected through Fairwood Press. I have collected A Cup of Normal, which is I think it's 21 or 22 of my short stories. Some of my very first short stories. So you'll see baby Devon writing in here in some of those stories. I have a little explanation about each story at the front. So if you get the collection, I say something about the story, when I was writing it, why I wrote it, whether I sold it or not, where I sold it to, whether it was nominated for awards, all that kind of stuff. But it's a little collection of my short stories, and it kind of ranges from science fiction and fantasy and a little bit of horror. It's got some YA in it, young adult in it. And yeah, so I have a collection of stories out there called A Cup of Normal. It was nominated for a Mythian I can never say that word. It was nominated for this award. I'll put a little thing here, which was amazing. And one reviewer said it was like early Bradbury with teeth. And I love that review. It's so sweet of them. And I took it as the highest compliment because I love Bradbury stuff. So anyway, Cup of Normal, I'll put a link down below. If you click on the little more part or the extra part, there'll be a link to it if you want to go take a look at it. It's available. I think it's available digitally. If it's not, I should do something about that. But it's definitely available in print through Fairwood Press. Okay, that's Cup of Normal, which is perfect because we're right here at the end of the video, and I am going to show you, I'll show you the box. So I got this a couple years ago. I like to watch on YouTube. Sometimes I like to watch people do tarot card readings. I find it interesting and fascinating, and sometimes I put it on just in the background when I'm writing because it's like, they're usually saying something nice, like, oh, good things are coming your way. And that's a nice thing to hear in the background, right? But I saw this deck online. It is called Buddha Doodles. And I think this particular set is out of print, but she does a different set pretty often. Gosh darn, this camera. I cannot get it straight. Okay. Someday, people, I will understand my camera. Today is not that day. Buddha Doodles. There it is. We'll just do that. I can't quite get the light off of it. There's a little Buddha guy, and see his little elephant under the tree. It says deck of cards. This is not a tarot deck. This is like an inspirational deck. So this is, who's it done by? There, Molecules, MollYcules, Molecules? Molecules? I'm not sure if that's actually her name. But that's what's on the back here. I'll show you the back. Here she is. And there's that little name down there that I was looking at. Okay. So we're going to open it up, and in here are a set of these big, oops, there's one left. There's always one. Set of these big chunky cards, and they're adorable. See, Buddha Doodles. Isn't that cute? There's a little girl in a tree daydreaming with her kitty cat. Okay. So I'm going to just give them a shuffle, and I'm going to pull a Buddha Doodle for us for Monday. So happy Monday. Let's see what little piece of inspiration we might need for the day. I love the sound of card shuffling. Do you like that sound? And the click on the desk. I love that sound. Okay, here we go. Oops. That wasn't a very good shuffle. Hold on. The big chunky cards. Okay, we're gonna do one more time and then we're gonna pull a card. And I will let you see me pulling the card. Okay, so here they are. And I'm just gonna pull one. Let's see. Let's do, what do you think? That one seems good. There we go. I'm gonna just put it on the screen. It's very cute. A doodle a day keeps the worries at bay. And there's everybody hanging out, being creative, doing their doodles. So maybe you might want to take some inspiration and do a little doodle today. Just a little something that makes you happy. Something that makes you feel good. A little art, a little writing. I'm going to pull one more. A little song. Play a little video game. I actually can't see the back of these. I know I'm looking at the camera. So if you think I'm staring at the back of these, I am not. I'm just looking at my hand there. Oh, here's the one. Okay, so this is a good one also for today. Here's our last one. So from me to you, here's a little inspiration for the day. Offer peace. Be a little superhero. Offer peace where peace is needed. There you go. A little inspiration for the day. And I will see you later. I'll see you on next Monday. Maybe I'll post another video to show you the knit that I'm going to give away in my newsletter. So keep your ears and eyes open for that. And otherwise, I will see you soon. Thank you for coming to Monks Monday. Wait a minute. Monday Monk. Thank you for coming by. See you later. Bye.